Okay, here we are. Again, this seems very familiar, right? This is Submachine 1 style, I guess. Our 13th secret already. Wow, this is going really fast. Okay, so here we have some sort of weird energy thing, and what you can actually do with this is you can put the empty coil right here and charge it up. Charged coil, there we go. Nice. Up here there is nothing much of interest. There's a weird pedestal on it here, which has our orb on there, but we can't actually put it there, so that's good. Murtaugh came by today. He said that since we cannot charge the laser to break the orb, he's returning it to its original position. Just great. Besides that, we got a message from the Ancient Section exploration team 2 days ago. I can't tell why, but they started blind jumping and found new matching coordinates. 551, some kind of brick room or something. Like if it mattered at all. We won't see them again anyway. Alright, so this is our first instance of actually getting some new coordinates to use. And in the original Submachine 4 you had the option to take notes in the game. You had like a little notebook where you could type stuff in it, and it was really nice. But for some reason the HD remake doesn't have that anymore, so I'm gonna have to use pen and paper, just like the old days. Can you hear that? Ooh, it's paper. Okay, so brick room. I'm writing brick room is 551. So yeah, that's kind of a downside to the HD version, but I guess it's fine. Alright, so let's continue exploring this basement section right here. This lever doesn't do anything. Probably because both of those lights are red here, right here. And this thing kind of looks like a face. Never mind. There's a note here. Our coil is broken and we don't have a replacement. It's useless. It's so useless. All that struggle with those damn machines. Is there even some kind of normal world outside this endless mess of the submachine? Over and over again, no beginning nor end. What was his name? That man with one arm? I forgot even that. I just give up. I don't care anymore. Alright, that's wonderful. Put this charged coil in here. Obviously. I feel like I'm just doing these puzzles without even giving any explanation to them. That's probably because they don't really have an explanation, you know? You just have to try out stuff and figure it out. So let's charge both of these things up. Get back our coil and turn on this laser. Lovely. But before we do anything with that, let's charge this back up because we will need it. Okay. Now what you can do here is use the data disk with this thing, and it'll deflect the laser over there into this wall right here. And now we can place the orb right here. Yay, key! Chest key! It's a good thing you always get a little hint on where to use it right there. Okay, so we're done with the basement section as well now, and here's actually the broken coil they used in that letter. Lighthouse digouts, 462. And again, this is familiar, isn't it? A little bit. Secret number 15. Wow, we already have 15? That's insane. There is some sort of ventilator right here and another lock, but we cannot break it with our hammer this time. Over to the left we have some sort of weird symbol right here, which we actually should recognize from those bells. It was on every one of those bell sockets. And we have 3 raised cubes and 1 lowered one, which if you remember the puzzle in Submachine 1 with the bells, then you might know how this works. Did you notice that you have never found any signs of human presence in the submachines? Yes. No matter which ones. But there are at least 4 teams wandering around the vast net of Submachine, and there are probably other people too, locked within their own locations. What are the odds of never finding anyone here? But on the other hand, what are the odds of finding alien life forms in the universe? Actually, they're pretty big. Finding them, I don't know, but them existing seems to me to be pretty big. Anyway, this right here, I'm pretty sure that this is what we can see with the telescope in the ancient section a little while ago. Was it called the ancient section? Yes, it was. Good. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, but completely irrelevant. So that's great. Yeah, we're done with the lighthouse digouts as well. So let's go to the tomb trap, 770. Well, this is a little claustrophobic. No clues, no clues. Wait, what was I doing here? Actually, there is one clue in this room, and it's kind of important. It's this right here. It's a circle, a square, and a triangle. And this is actually a hint for some more coordinates. So I'm gonna put this down right here. Question mark, question mark, question mark is and circle, square, and triangle actually stands for the amount of edges they have. So circles obviously don't have any edges, so that's 0. Square has 4 edges, that's 4. Triangle has 3, so this is 0, 4, 3. So let me put that down real quick. 0, 4, 3. There we go. Alright, actually I guess we're done here. So now let's try out our locations that we have found. So that will be the brick room and the question mark, question mark, question mark, which we just got from here. So let's try out the brick room. Hey, secret. Oh, what's this? I'm stuck, please help. I got all the way to the pottle room in the lab, then found the coil in the ancient section, but I don't know what to do next. I saw that people are leaving notes here behind them, so if anyone can help me. I'm so confused, every time I find some item I have to wander around Submachine looking where to put it. I'm so tired now, please help. Sunshine Bunny Girl 17. Yeah, I don't know what this is doing here. It's just here. It's just here. Push this button. We've turned on the flow of water right here, I guess, or oxygen. I don't know what bubbles. They're stuck now, those bubbles. Poor bubbles. Yeah, but this pipe should be somewhat familiar to you. Also, this, you know, the scenery right here. It looks like the lighthouse section. So maybe that has something to do with that. Actually, let's take care of this right now. Let's go to the lighthouse digouts 462. Yeah, this is the pipe. Remember how this fan here right now was turning before, and we couldn't knock off this thing with the hammer? Well, now we can. And we can take the turbine, if that's how that's pronounced. I would hope so. Oh, we still have this charged coil. I have to take care of that. Let's go back to the lab. That's the only coordinates I can actually remember. Okay, so where do I go with this? I go up here and put our charged coil right in there and then do this. That gives us a lovely little secret. And our coil is still charged, which is very convenient. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're done here. Sorry for wasting your time, I guess. Okay. So we've done all this. Ancient section 104. Oh yeah, ancient section. Remember they said they don't have a coil anymore or something. I don't quite remember. Oh yeah, they said they ran out of energy. This is where we got the coil from. So now we have a charged coil, which means that now we can actually power this thingy right here. So let's turn on the lights and look through this. 4 lines and 5 lines and then 2 lines, and this again. These are coordinates, so let's put this down again. Question mark, question mark, question mark, because I'm very creative. 4, 5, 2. There we go. Let's take our coil with us, because obviously no one needs it. 0, 4, 3 is our first question mark, question mark, question mark thing, which we got in the tomb traps. So let's see what this is all about. This actually looks quite similar to the tomb trap. And there is a big glowing white thing right here. And another note. And final bell. Very nice. Need water. Must find water. Not much. 1 drop will be enough. Just 1 drop of water. All I see is sand. 32 chambers filled with sand, as I remember. Write down the coordinates, he said. Wish I have done that. I need to water just a drop. Yeah, 32 chambers filled with sand is actually... the creator of this game later made a sort of spin-off in the Submachine series, and it was called Submachine 32 Chambers, I think. That was the name, I'm pretty sure. Where you were in those 32 chambers filled with sand. And yeah, it's a sort of interesting game. It's, you know, it's just puzzle solving. It's nothing with story or anything, but it's still a good game. Anyway, he needs water. You would think this is for drinking, but it's not actually. Let's ring this bell. Oh, there's a secret right here. Wow, that was pretty well hidden. Yeah, that drop of water wasn't actually for drinking. This is... I don't know what I think of this puzzle. It's just kind of stupid, but you know, do this. Of course. We get a golden scepter. What else will we be getting? Okay, so there's one final set of coordinates that we haven't tried out yet, which is what we got when we lit up when you turned on the lamp and looked through the telescope. So let's see what that is all about. Oh, it's just a sort of weird statue that's missing an arm. Which maybe that's actually a statue of Murtaugh. I've never actually thought of about that, but remember Murtaugh was missing an arm as well. I don't know. I don't really know anything about the story of this game, to be honest. I just kind of like the atmosphere. Anyway, he has a golden scepter in his hand, just like the one which we have, but can't do anything with that. So yeah, now we have pretty much seen everything there is to see. So now it's time to actually go back to previous locations and solve some puzzles. Which I think this... Hold on, we have 18 of 21 secrets. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll go back to the ship, which is the first thing which we actually saw. Here we are. And try to solve this puzzle where, you know, this thing here, they tried to bomb it even, but it still didn't open. You know what they actually had to do is that. Here we go. And actually I just remembered something. This spell thing here reminded me of it, which we will do first before we actually do the ship. We'll go back to the Lighthouse digouts, 462. And actually check out this. Since we rang all 4 bells now, these 4 cubes here have raised, and we can pick up this secret right here, so now we have 19. Sorry, my voice is breaking again, as always, that's lovely. Because apparently I can't record for like more than 20 minutes. Yeah, where were you? The ship. Let's go back to the ship. There you go, we lowered the ladder, so let's see what they were missing when they tried to get up here. There's a button here, which doesn't seem to be doing anything. And there's the 20th secret, only 1 more to go now. And here is a pipe thing, which seems quite similar to the one that had a turbine in it. So let's put that right there. And get a really weird noise for some reason, and there we go, that's fixed. So now we can open this. If you have looked hard enough and you are feeling lucky, you can always try this location. 728. I'll put it down. I'll call it lucky. Lucky is 728. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of a weird location, but we'll go there anyway. And we find a golden arm. And we know where that goes, right? So yeah. Actually, putting that golden arm and this golden scepter on the statue is the way you finish this game. But before we actually do that, we have 20 of 21 secrets and we just got some new coordinates. If you are feeling lucky, you can always try this location. So let's try this location. Even though it kind of breaks the atmosphere, but whatever. There's our 21st secret. There we go, we've got all of them now. I really like this music right here, it's so calming and soothing. I really like it. Okay, so what this thing here is actually for is we can put our 21 secrets right in there. And that opens that door for us. You only get this when you actually have all 21 of them. You can't like miss one. You have to find all of them. Okay, so what do you get for finding all the secrets? Well, you get some pretty pictures. This is a view from my window. I knew that I knew that I'd use it in the game one day because it was quite inspiring. So the idea of the rooftops emerged from this almost instantly when I thought of the sub 3 ending sequence stating that you should arrive at the lab or somewhere nearby. On the roof, where else? This is my workplace. It's nice to have a lot of space on your desk, which is large enough for 2 computers and all that junk from watercolor painting. In case you don't really know, I create graphic novels mostly in watercolor technique. Besides that, there's plenty of room for all the useless stuff that magically appears on the desk right after I finish cleaning it up. Yeah, the guy who makes these games, Mateusz Skutnik. I don't know how to pronounce his name, really, to be honest. But yeah, he does watercolor paintings as well, and they're pretty nice. I like them. Transdimensional magical black cat known as Einstein. Never mind. Since Submachine 2, the Lighthouse. Well, maybe not exactly, but still a good inspiration. Isn't that just beautiful? I live nearby a shipyard and have a chance to go in there from time to time, and the place is huge and deserted and full of such machines, old pipes, valves, etc. Maybe I should go there with my camera and make like 1,500 photos and compile them into one huge game. No wait, somebody done that already. Ever played 99 Rooms? I haven't actually, but it sounds kind of interesting. Oh, we can't do that, okay. Oops. First look at the picture, pretty picture, wow. Typewriter. It's my typewriter, maybe not quite like that one in Submachine 2, but it was the main inspiration for putting an old typewriter into that game. As you can see, lots of things appear within submachines that can be found. As you can see, a lot of things that appear within submachines can be found in real life somewhere around me. Unless it's a trans-dimensional portal that teleports you between different sections of the submachine world. Dope! Okay, so that's our lovely bonus section with lovely music and lovely everything. Lovely developer commentary thingy, I guess. So yeah, we found everything in this game there is. 14 of 14 notes. So let's go and finish this up, shall we? I think it was 452. Oops. 452 is the place with the statue. So let's give him back his arm and his golden scepter. Congratulations. You have passed all tests flawlessly. Your application was considered positively. You can start working at the lab tomorrow. Wait further instructions. And that was it. That was Submachine 4, the lab. Yeah. I really like this game. Oops, where did the music go? Music just went. Goodbye, music. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll hopefully see you soon with the next game.